came up with the idea for the Poison Diaries when I was looking at one of these plants one day. I think I was looking at the strychnine plant, and I knew that there was a lady in Italy who had been put to death for having helped 500 women to kill their husbands or their boyfriends so they could inherit their money. And I was just thinking, what stories you plants have to tell that if you could hear these plants speak, you would have the ultimate power. If I created a boy or a girl who had the power to communicate with plants, I would be making a sort of superhuman. And so Weed came about. And because of the circumstances around his childhood and his birth, he's bitter and twisted. And Weed is placed in this impossible situation. Does he kill or does he cure? And eventually he wants to kill. I would hope that people can empathize with Weed and can understand that he's not really a killer. He's not a bad person. He wants to be good, but the plants have corrupted him. I think that the important thing to take away from the Poison Diaries is to understand and to recognize how incredibly powerful these plants are. That they can be used for good or for bad, and it depends on whose hands they are and how screwed up that person is, and that's what really interests me. Probably one of my greatest poisons, the most beautiful plant, is the Datura plant. In the Aztec days, they would give a drink of Datura to the sacrificial victim, and he or she would just not know what was going on around about them, but they would look like they were awake and alert, but actually they would have lost their memory and they would be rendered completely hopeless. Probably my second favourite plant that's an incredible killer is aconitum, which is also known as monk's hood, because it has a purple flower that looks like a hood, a little bit like Darth Vader or the Grim Reaper. They used to use the roots of aconitum in medieval times, chop up the roots, throw the roots into a well, and you would poison the village water supplies. And we haven't had to make anything up. This is truthful. The plants all are capable of killing in every way. And it just depends on whose hands that plant is in.